I hardly know how. We were just being too selfish.
You just got to realize that everybody's going to be on your tail from 5 o'clock until the day you die.
I listen, turn my camera and I'm sorry, I just realized I still got my mic on the whole time. Sitting here getting ready and taking notes, and I still got my mic running. Damn it! It's always something. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week and a fabulous Friday. And I hope you guys are in for a treat. I'm wearing I paused my game to be here, you're welcome shirt. And then behind me, Mrs. Slocum is wearing my Trixie and Katya shirt. She looks so cute in that. She's like, I'm part of the stream too. All right, so I just keep running into my desk. I don't know what's going on today, but I just keep running into my desk. That's what this stream's gonna be today. My hair is so frizzy. Oh my god. Yeah, she's had a few G&Ts, and for those of you who are of a certain age, you will know immediately what that is. Anyway, it's been a wonderful day. Are you leaving?
Yeah, I told you I was gonna make. I was gonna do that.
All right.
I'll be back.
Don't overdo it.
I won't.
Love you.
I won't.
Bye. Happy Valentine's Day. He hit me with that first thing this morning. I hadn't even made it out the front door to my job, and he hit me with a Happy Valentine's Day, which, by the way, is really, that's a good way to start your day. It made my day when he said that to me. As you guys know, he and I just celebrated our 15-year anniversary. And I didn't actually expect him to say anything. And of course, we're going to an ad. I'm turning off ads. I'm not making any money anyway. I might as well just turn ads off. I've been affiliate for months and haven't made the first paycheck. So, I mean, I might as well just turn off ads anyway. No big deal. All right, so we got a couple of things to do. Sorry, I just cut my nails and I swear they were smooth 10 minutes ago, but now they just feel all jaggedy. They're driving me nuts. All right. So I'm going to move this over here like a so, and then I'm going to shrink my portrait down like a so. I don't know what that sound was. And then I'm going to launch the game like a so. Now we have 2 things to talk about. I've got show notes. We have 2 things to talk about. I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited about today's stream because I'm very nervous and scared about having a drink. Since we had that whole fiasco. What was it? Last Monday or this Monday? It was last Monday? Whatever it was, my stream just derailed due to me spilling my drink. Yeah, I've got like one tiny little piece of nail that's bothering me. And for some ungodly reason, all of a sudden, my volume control thing wants to be yanked. It's like every day I have to fight with the cords on my computer. Every day. Every damn day. I've been looking forward to this all day long. Like, I will say this, I have been playing an inordinate amount of World of Warcraft lately. I've been leveling so many tunes to 80. I made a new tune that I just took him to the Dragon Isles. I made myself a one of the new Earthen. Very happy about it. Very, very happy about it. What's up, Blue? Tell me you can hear me today. I made a point to double check and make sure my mic was working because, believe it or not, when I checked, it had reset itself to some weird bullshit. Good. Okay, so I want to actually I'm gonna turn up my game volume in my mixer over here because I remember you guys were telling me that you were having a hard time hearing it, like the music and whatnot. So hopefully this helps a little bit. Also, I'm going to turn up my speakers as well. I still haven't plugged in my new speakers. They're still in the box down there. I'm going to do that, God willing, I'll do that Sunday. But the reason why we're not where we left off, because as you guys recall, I had the quest to turn in that clay mask that we picked up from, I think, Revekheim? But I had a quest to turn the clay mask in at the Dragonborn Museum. And I haven't done that yet. What I did do, though, was I ran into the Dragonborn Museum just to, like, empty my bags of, like, display items. Excuse me. And while I was in there, I discovered a new location in there. And now we have 2 quests for the Dragonborn Museum.
Focus on your targets. But
I came out and I was like, I need to empty my bags. I need to sell all the crap in my bags that I don't plan on keeping. I need to make a bunch of gold with alchemy. what's bad is I have alchemy and herbal. I'm just running around in circles. But we are currently sitting on 22,915. Which, as you guys recall, after I bought Proudspire Manor, which is this lovely little house right here, oh wait, this isn't Proudspire Manor, this is Victoria Vinci's house. My bad, my house is over here. But after I bought Proudspire Manor, I had like maybe $6 grand. So I made some gold back. Yeah, that's Proudspire Manor. So I managed to make like a good bit of gold back. And I'm happy about that. But I also emptied out my bags of pretty much all crafting materials. So we're sitting on 139 of 475, whereas before I had like a little over 10,000 carry weight. I think it was. Oh no, 1,000, not 10,000. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? And then while I was selling stuff, because you know you can only sell so much to so many vendors, so I was running around from vendor to vendor to vendor. And I ran into Angeline's Aromatics, and of course she asked me to figure out what's going on with her daughter. So we've got that quest to do as well. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentskis, is we're going to turn in the clay mask to Orion Morellis. And then we're going to have a conversation about a hidden room. The name of the other quest is Orion Morellis and the Chamber of, I think it's the Chamber of Secrets or the Hidden Chamber, something like that. I got to find him. Wait. He's over here. He's over here. Wait, he is walking around. He's either upstairs. Yeah, he's upstairs. I can actually see his feet. Alright, so we're going to go into whatever room he's in and have a convo with him. A little confab. The Hall of Natural Science. I also ran here in the Hall of Natural Science and I made a few animal mannequins.
Oh my.
He's behind me.
Good day.
I found the clay mask.
Ah, splendid. Nice find, my friend. Here's a little something for your efforts. I'll go ahead and display it.
1147 gold. Yes, please. All right, so what's the story with the hidden room under the Dragonborn Hall?
Oh, the Hall of Secrets.
Hall of Secrets.
I had all but forgotten about it, to be honest. When we broke ground on the foundation of museum expansion, we accidentally broke through into a sealed-off chamber that was built under the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. When I asked them about it, it apparently used to be some sort of panic room for Pelagius when he was in one of his more violent manic episodes. They sealed it off long before the rest of the wing and forgot all about it. I asked for permission to use the room as a bit of a secret storage vault in case Solitude was ever invaded. I would store the relics there and lock down the museum. They gave permission and I had the tunnel finished and access in the hall made.
Could I use it as a private display space away from prying eyes?
Certainly. I suppose if you are ever in need of a place to store items of a more questionable nature, that room would be ideal. I'll go ahead and
what are you up to today, Blue?
I'll take a nobody asks, nobody tells approach to it, and you do with the room as you like. And I won't plan on taking any tours down there either. I should have it all cleaned up for you by tomorrow.
All right. So now, oh wait. We need to get our next quest from him. Anything new happening?
Ah, yes, indeed. I wanted to discuss a proposal I have for you regarding the museum and your profession as a relic hunter.
Okay.
There have been many people inquiring about potential work here as of late, spurred on by your success, as it were. But I feel that many of them may have potential to assist us in uncovering more.
We're gonna make a guild.
Lore. My idea was that we could form a guild such as here at the museum. Call it the Explorers Society, and members could combine their efforts and collaborate to investigate more ruins, uncover more legends and lost lore. The fruits of any labor sponsored by the guild would be displayed here. This could take some of the workload off of you and provide a new source of people and information that you could utilize on larger ventures. What do you think?
Sounds like a great idea to me.
Fantastic! I'm very excited about getting underway. I would say that perhaps the best arrangement would be to have you as Guildmaster, and I would take the role of Chief Librarian to gather the collective knowledge which would also help benefit the museum, and allow me to continue my work here while still aiding the growing guild. I would start with writing the guild charter for your approval, while you could start with the construction of the guild house. I've already drawn up plans for an addition to be built, attached to the back end of the reception hall. It will require some considerable revision to part of the city wall, which I have already gotten permission for from the Blue Palace.
Oh, okay.
I envision the guild house having a grand view of Skyrim, which could be both logistically beneficial and awe-inspiring at the same time. Once the building is completed, you could undertake recruiting new members, and I could direct possible applicants to you as well. I'll start work right away, and have a workbench set up out back for you to start on the guild house. I've also made arrangements for Hurin at the mill outside Solitude to sell you some lumber at a discount.
Alrighty. So, basically, we're going to start our guild work, right? And I really like this because it's building on the foundations of Hearthfire. You get a Hearthfire style workbench like you would at any Hearthfire home when you're building and decorating, but you're using it to build the actual guild house. Now, I made a few little animal mannequins, or Anakins as I call them. I've still got more stuff to build, but I made us some wolves and some elk, a saber cat. I thought I had a spider, maybe not. There's still a lot of displays that are missing stuff, but I made a Hagriven mannequin, and then I made not one but two dragon dummies, and I put some fish in the hatchery thing for this aquarium, but it doesn't, they're not doing anything. Now the clams were already there. I wonder if I could actually get in the water and harvest those clams. That'd be interesting. But yeah, I've still got like quite a bit to do. Oh, this is actually torch bugs in a jar and whatnot. I didn't know there was a place for those. Floor of Skyrim. And I'm still missing one butterfly. I'm thinking a red one maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so what we've got to do now is we've got a couple of quests to do. That don't have anything to do with the Dragonborn Museum. First things first, we need to go ask Captain Aldous about Angeline Morode's daughter, Fura. Her name is Fura. Now, I don't know if the workbench is going to be out here yet. Oh, it is. Yeah, here's the workbench. Look at these beautiful lanterns. Aren't they cute? And there's actually, I thought that was like a sewer entrance, but I guess not. But it comes with, oh, it's actually got building material. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. There's the wood. Pretty lame looking, actually. But I believe that this here is all going to go bye-bye. And it's going to eventually build a, like a whole deck or something. I could be wrong. Maybe the deck is higher. Who knows? It's been a minute. But I don't currently have, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't currently have any real crafting materials except a couple of Horker tests. And that's it. I literally don't have any crafting materials on me. I dumped everything in Proudspire Manor, which I'm not worried about going after right now. So we need, wrong button. We need to, I'm actually going to turn that one off. That one as well. Where's it? It must be in my miscellaneous. Yes, ask Aldous for information about Angeline's daughter. And then, legend. Maybe I didn't. I'm pretty sure we have to go tell what's his face that we cleared Wolfskull Cave. I don't think we turned that in yet, did we? I don't think we did. But there's a second part to that eventually.
Another quiet day.
Now, because I'm already a Thane of Solitude, he may not give me a hard time.
Generally, posting information is need to know only.
I guess not. Okay. I think Angeline needs to know.
I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
You know, you know what I would really like is for someone to make a mod where you're out and about in the world and you find a dungeon or something and you come across Fura and because they don't outright say she died. We saw her body. They say we sent her after a Stormcloak scouting party. You know, like they went to go scout Stormcloaks and they're told no one made it back and she was in the party of people who went. What if like there ends up being like, I would love for somebody to have a happy ending for Angeline where you find Fura like in a dungeon somewhere where the Stormcloaks have captured Imperials or something and you rescue her and you reunite the two. I would love a mod like now. To be fair, in order for you to small token of my gratitude. Girl! That is nightmare material. Jesus, what did she give me? What she got in my... I think she was trying to give me a kiss. Alright, let's find... There's Falk. There's Falk. And where's the queen? Or Jarl Ellison?
Hello, friend.
Maybe I did turn that in. Maybe I did. Maybe I did turn it in. I'm looking for work. Got any leads?
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits.
We can do that. We can kill bounties. We can kill bandits. I'd like to decorate my home.
I'd be glad. And of course, don't forget. Now, what would you like to purchase?
Let's go with a patio decoration. I damn sure don't want a children's bedroom. Let's go with the alchemy laboratory first.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
The enchanting laboratory.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Living room. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything. I think.
Anything else you'd like to purchase?
Bedroom.
Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Kitchen.
Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
And patio.
Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
I don't want a children's bedroom. You guys know I'm not a fan. Wait, can I take that? I can't. Staff of Mage Light. It's actually not worth anything. It's just pretty looking. Alright. Alright, so let's go look at Proudspire Manor and see how pretty she is now. Because I believe I have JK's Proudspire Manor. And I think it doesn't activate until after you buy the decorations.
Yes, what do you want?
Oh, she got mad.
Is he dying?
She got mad that I wouldn't give her a kiss earlier. I saw the inside of her skull, for God's sake. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Arts College. Wait, is this Proudspire? No, that's Breiling. I can never find my damn house when I need to. It's right next to Proudspire. Alright, we're gonna come in through the basement. So, let's see what it looks like now. Alright. Oh, yes. I really like this. See, now, they've added, like, this really cool Dwemer pipe as, like, a chimney. I really like that. There's plenty of storage space here for all kinds of things. There's my alchemy lab. What's back here? This is probably going to end up being the children's bedroom. I would prefer to make it anything else but. Just saying. This is my enchanting lab. There's not a lot in here, really. I could display a few things, but there's nothing in my bag right now I want to display. I hate mannequin. You know what I would do? I would actually do something else with this. I would move those weapon racks to, like... What I would do is I would put the weapon racks on that wall right there and move these up. I would actually put both of these, one over each one of the mannequins. That's what I would do. We still have our entrance to the canal works. Alright, let's go upstairs and see what's what. It is pretty. We got this lovely little living room area right here. This lovely sitting room. It's really pretty. I would have done so much more though, honestly. Like, I would have done so much more with this. This whole area here looks very bare bones, I'm just gonna say. But my kitchen looks somewhat lovely. It's got a cooking area over there and then like a cabinet for storage. You know, with the inside, I would have put like... Honestly, I would have done something different. Maybe I don't have JK's Proud Spyrider. Maybe this is just base game, what it's supposed to look like. You know what I would have done? I would have enclosed this wall right here. I would have put a wall like right here. And then inside the kitchen, you'd have like a doorway right here, and you'd have like a whole pantry or like refrigerator or something. We've got juniper berries growing out of the floor. Weird. Alright, so after the nuclear war, you know what? First of all, hey Eric. Second of all, it's funny that you say that. Like really funny, because Bethesda has neither confirmed or denied this. They've kind of pled the fifth, but there's a extremely popular fan theory that both Skyrim, or the Elder Scrolls, excuse me, and the Fallout universe are the same universe, but just different points in time. And they don't know which comes first. They don't know if first it was the Elder Scrolls, and then after, like, hundreds of thousands of years, it became, like, modern-day Fallout time, or it was Fallout first, and they nuked the planet so much that it started over and became the Elder Scrolls. Like, Bethesda has never confirmed it, and they've even, like, alluded to it once or twice.
Hey, wanna play tag?
I damn sure don't want to play tag. Alright, so we gotta go tell Miss Angeline that her daughter is unfortunately passed on.
Feel free to look around.
By the way, Blue, Eric, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a great day. Hope all of you and your loved ones are having a fabulous Friday. Can we please
It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you?
I have some news about your daughter.
You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say?
I'm just gonna have to go pee. I'm about to piss my pants. That's why I'm so squirmy right now. Miss Morag, your daughter's dead.
I told her. I told her that
Daddy Joseph is my Valentine. He told me Happy Valentine's Day before I even made it out the door. And then he told me just a minute ago before he went downstairs.
He just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
Alright, so we did that. Alright, so currently, as far as quests, we don't have a lot going on. We do have that bounty, which we need to look at. Oh, Noster! I forgot about Noster One Eye. Or Eagle Eye.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
He has a quest on him as well. Were you really in the army?
What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them.
I think this was Bethesda's way of telling a story about, like, our own veterans. What's your story?
I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things.
What if I could find that helmet for you?
Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
Alright.
I do miss that helmet.
All right, I'll get it for you, dude. All right, so I'm gonna pause for a second. I've got to go pee. I'm about to piss my pants. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll go ahead and save just in case. I'm thinking like, should I save? I will be. Well, God willing, I will be right back if I can get my thingy here to act right. What am I doing? Okay, give me one hot second. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm down on. Oh, good for you. I'm so proud of Eric. Everyone needs to tell Eric how proud they are of him. He has been living his best life. He's getting into shape. He's, you know, living healthier. I'm so proud of him. I will be right back though. I gotta pee. I'm about to piss my. Alright, sorry about that. I was, washing my hands and I couldn't find my damn soap. We were, straightening up in there and I guess for some reason he put it under the cabinet in there. Alright, so, let me move this back over here. There we go. And once again, congratulations, Eric. I'm very, very proud of you. Alright, so let's go find Noster's helmet, and then we're going to go after the bandit bounty. I keep wanting to just say the bounties. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so where are we going? We're going to Rimrock Barrow. That is, I'm going to say somewhere in the north. That's Broken Ore Grotto. There it is, Rimrock Barrow. And the closest place we've been to is Wolfskull Cave. Everything goes back to Wolfskull Cave. This is like my third time heading there, I think. I hear him doing something in there, but I don't know what it is. Alright. Oh, who is this person? What do they want? You know what? It seems like every time I run across people on the road, they're bandits. Okay, this person isn't, obviously. Oh, they would have attacked me by now. Okay. Oh, wait. I think I might have killed this person. Yeah. Yeah. That's when I got attacked a little while ago. And I was like, what were they after? It was like two bandits were in a fight with each other. And then they saw me and they were like, we'll finish this in a minute. Let's get him. Oh. I know what I meant to tell you guys. I want to apologize for Wednesday's stream. I like the fact that we streamed for like 3.5 hours. That's what I planned on doing. That's what I plan on doing every Wednesday. I'm really very, very sorry that my mic was messed up and we didn't. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I streamed for an hour and almost an hour and 6 minutes with no microphone audio. You could hear the game, but you couldn't hear me. And I had no idea. And what's weird is, like, I checked my mic in the device settings, but I didn't check it in, like, my Streamlabs settings. Which, by the way, that's stupid the way they have that set up. Like, absolutely idiotic the way they have that set up. But yeah, I've gotten to where, like, now I guess I check it every time I bring up Streamlabs. Oh, I see a snow bear. We're gonna kill him. Oh, and some ore. Yes, please. Yes, God. Boom! Got him. Just make sure there's nothing around me, because sometimes it seems like I'll attack something and then draw the ire of everything else in the world. What is this? Oh, it's just iron ore. I thought it was gonna be like gold or corundum. I almost said conundrum. Oh, there's a snow fox. We got a 2-for-1. Hello, people. All right, let's butcher this bear. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. I'll be able to actually probably put that snow bear on display at the Dragonborn Museum. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Rimrock Barrow seems to be really far away. I'm not seeing any, oh dear. Got a tower here. I believe that's the Bird's Eye Tower or something like that. It should have no one alive in it. So much for not having any crafting mats. Okay, so there's a trail of blood. There was a dead deer there, but it seems to be like a trail of blood here. And there's... I didn't notice this skeleton here. Can I loot him? No. Howling Wolf's Folly. Okay, this is not... Oh yeah, it is the Bird's Eye. Why did I discover 2 places at once? I was kind of hoping for salt piles. Eric, are you streaming tonight? And if so, let the children know what you're going to be streaming. Okay, a teleporting femur. That's nice. And if you're not streaming, let the children know the next time you will be streaming. It will be a nitwit working with a nitwit. Alrighty. Eric will be streaming at 6 o'clock, Eric? I want to say 6. I hope I'm right with that. He got nothing. This guy got nothing I need. I'll take the soul gems. Those will come in handy. Six-ish, maybe earlier. Don't know yet. It be like that sometimes. It do be like that. Haggriffin feathers. I'll take the garlic. I really want some salt piles. That's what I need. Got another bandit up here. And we've got a bunch of traps. There we go. And here they are fighting a vampire. And a conjurer. BRB, okay. Minor Staff of Turning. Okay, and a book about beast wraiths. Soul gems and fragments. Ooh, and some gold and gems and whatnot. Hello, this is nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the bag is 23. And 2 rubies. Okay, we know what direction to go in now. Oh, that was surprisingly easier than I thought. Okay, so we've got some barbarian stuff. I like that circlet, actually. Oh, like, Conan. Okay, I got you. Dwarven plate armor, that's nice. Eastern Dwemer war axe. Those are just ugly. You know, if they just lost this back part... No, I still wouldn't like it. Staff of the Familiar, I mean... I'm gonna take all of that. Now, there may or may not be someone at the top up here. I'm not sure. Okay, we've got a dead bandit highwayman. I'll take those. You know what? I really want that Boss Macuros. I'm gonna have to take it. I don't like taking their dignity, but I'm gonna take it today. More Haggriffin feathers. No breeze. Oh, and a Haggriffin claw. Where's it at? I just saw it. And for some reason, you can't loot any of this stuff up here. Oh wait, I can take the taproot? I'll take that taproot. It'd be crazy if, like, you could actually use the cauldron. That'd be kind of cool. Sometimes there's someone sitting up here, but I guess not this time. And they've got a really good view of Castle Volkihar, which is where, you know, the Dawnguard DLC really kicks off. And then I believe this is Fort Snowhawk. I could be wrong, but I think this is Fort Snowhawk. And there is a Sky Shard right there. Just looking around to see if there's anything else noteworthy for me to look at or view. We're actually not far from Rimrock Barrow. We're just gonna... I mean, that's not the best way to handle that, but I want to actually pull it up and... Okay, so it's going to be... I actually need to be on the road. I need to follow the road to this location. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get back on the main road. I have one small little thing I want the next Elder Scrolls game to have. Okay, so like you open up your world map. Now I'm using a mod currently to have a more like semi-realistic map, you know, but in the game it's very, very close to this as well. This is a very, the mod I'm using is very similar to the original map. But if you think about it, in this world, they don't just like blink their eyes and they have an aerial view of the entire game map. No. In games and books and movies and everything, you have like a scroll that you open up and you're looking for your location, or like this. I want like a paper map. I'm thinking about downloading a paper map mod. You know, like sometimes you'll get a fantasy book to read and in it is a map of the area. Okay, this is, I gotta get away from these guys. I'm gonna let them go by. In fact, why don't we turn invisible? Oops. Can we please? Yeah, they don't see me at all. That's handy doodle dandy. Alright, so we're still going down the road. And I see a sky shard over there. Let's grab the sky shard real quick, shall we? Wait. I don't know who those men way back there are. But we're also right here by some kind of ruin. I'm not sure what it is. It's not the Labyrinthian, I know that. Yeah, there's some kind of ruin right here. Oh, I see a bad guy. Ooh! I see a fox over there. Big giant ass skeleton. Okay, I got a the sound that makes. I'm not gonna get this damn fox, but I'm gonna try. Made me a liar, didn't it? In the best possible way. I really did not expect to kill this fox, because I never get foxes. There's got to be something going on in that house, because there's like a severed goat head right there. Okay, so we need to go find, we're not far from Rimrock Barrow. I just realized something. I am not. Every time you touch one of those sky shards, it knocks you off of God mode. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. That is the dumbest thing. Oh, who is that dude? I don't know, but he's headed that way towards them people. We're gonna let him have that. We're after Noster's helmet. What sees me? Oh, son of a bitch. Now see, this is why I didn't go near that shit. This is why I didn't go anywhere near it. I was trying my best to not, you know what, just for that, you guys get no fucking dignity. I purposely avoided y'all. That's, you know what, I'm having a response. I'm having a response like I'm playing World of Warcraft, and I actively avoided someone who kept trying to help me. And I even told them no thank you, and they still want to act like an ass. So you get no dignity. I guess I'm just gonna have to start making a whole... I swear I saw like a vampire standing there. Hallucinations! Now, it's been a minute since I've been in Rimrock Barrow. Oh, I did see something. I thought I saw something. What else sees me? Something else sees me. I don't like this. Wait. Oh, a doggy! Hi, doggy, doggy. There was another one of those skeevers, and I didn't even see it. He doesn't look friendly. Where the hell did he go? The dog just disappeared. You know what? Not my problem. He didn't seem very friendly anyway. He killed that skeever, and I'm appreciative. But he didn't want to be petted. Also, come on now, if they can add like a petting animation in Fallout 4 when you meet Dogmeat, they can add pettable animals in the next Elder Scrolls game. I almost said the next Skyrim. Alright, so we've got some kind of ruin right here. I'm tempted to investigate it. Should we investigate? Or is it one of those, like, I'm being a white person and I'm not minding my business? I want to say in my last stream, I don't know if I said it before or after I turned my audio on, but I want to say in my last stream, I was like, I'm trying to do better about minding my own business, but you can't be like that in video games. Okay, wait. I saw an ice wraith. Oh yeah, I see you. Okay. Shit, he saw me. Well, it would appear as though I got him that fast. That can't be the only one. I was gonna get like up here and try to get like a bird's eye view where I could like shoot in there. Maybe he was the only one. I don't think this is gonna be the only one. I feel like we need to Pine Frost Tower. Man, that ice wraith killed and ate a person. I was right. But I got ya, bitch. And I got his soul. Okay, so this tower is looking like... First of all, this would be a really good place to put, like, a trapdoor leading into a whole dungeon. Honestly, that's what they should have done with this. But it looks like someone was using the tower, like, living in the tower. Or what's left of it, rather. Bitch! There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, a little bit of stuff. That Scroll of Mayhem is worth something. The Elven Battle Axe. So they had a little cook fire here. Anything in the pot? Venison stew. I'll take that. Oh, wait. It keeps going. Okay, we need to... Okay, we're already in sneak mode. It keeps going. We're supposed to be... This is kind of interesting. We're supposed to be going to Rimrock Barrow, but this is interesting. Oh, a trapdoor! Hall of the Radiant. Okay, so okay. So that's part of a quest line. We don't have the key to that. We'll have to come back to that. But this is... Okay, first of all, this is kind of neat. It's interesting seeing one of these fallen towers like this. I want more of this in the next Elder Scrolls game. I really do. This would be a good place to like hide more stuff though. I'm just saying. I was just saying it'd be a cool place to hide a trapdoor. I was just saying that. I'm telling you, people are in my brain. Okay, so let's go get that Sky Shard, and then let's go run around in Rimrock Barrow and find what's his face, Noster, whatnot, Eagle Eye's helmet. Yeah, there's a little path over there. Let's take that path. I don't feel like dropping down because there may or may not, I'm not sure, there may or may not be a saber cat. There's a little path right here. Look at the little waves on the shore down there. You guys see that way down there? There's like waves. Look at them. That's so cool. That's a nice little detail. Now, I could be wrong, but I want to say that's actually due to a mod I'm using. Okay, so I'm assuming that this is the cave we have to go into. I want to say that usually, I think I remember this now. I don't remember the dungeon, but I remember this area. It was one of those things where I kept having to like use no clip to get up here because I kept trying to come from this direction. And I was like, there's no path, there's no way up there. And it is, you just have to come from the street. I think there's going to be, I think there's going to be ice wraiths in here. Either ice wraiths or vampires. It might be vampires. Oh! Oh, dearie me. It's very... yeah, there's a guy right there. I don't recall if he is friendly or not. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get close, save, and then try talking to him. And if he's not friendly, we'll just shoot him with an arrow. I don't know if the guy's friendly or not. He has a name. Sebastian Lord. No, he's not friendly. Ooh, that's unnecessary. Okay, first of all, that's unnecessary. Alright, so he's not nice. Alright, well, the only Elder Scrolls game I've played is Oblivion, which I got addicted to. Are you excited for the Oblivion remaster? I'm very excited for the Oblivion remaster. Alright, we got him in one shot. Now, my thing is, okay, so this is the only thing about the Oblivion remaster that I I don't know enough about to really formulate an opinion, because I don't think I've, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever played a dual engine video game before. I guess I'm wrong. I think the only way I can look at it as whether or not I've played a dual engine video game is maybe Fallout 76, because the way I understand it is it's the Fallout engine plus the Doom engine like duct taped onto it basically. There. I just wanted to move them in case I wanted to use the enchanting table, but apparently it's not right here. We have to keep going. This guy was just living in a cave by himself, which honestly, if I lived in Skyrim, same. Just gonna say that. Same. He actually has a pretty decent setup. He's got his lab out there that's protected by an Atronach. He's got his little bedroom area here, and then like a study area over here with books and whatnot. I'd live like that. Well, that's the thing. Only if they make it better graphics, as that's the only thing I hated about it on the 360. That's the thing. It's definitely going to have better graphics. The way I understand it, the way it's been explained to me is they're going to use the original engine for the game side of things, and then they're going to have Unreal Engine overlaid on top of it for the graphics. So it will have better graphics. My thing is just the graphics aren't what bother me whenever I watch playthroughs and stuff. It is very old and dated. I'll give it that. You know, it is old and dated, but the graphics aren't what bother me. It's the original game engine was so, it's like beta software. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very that. It's very like nothing nothing wants to work, and when it does, there's always some kind of weird, I don't want to say game-breaking thing, but I would like to see a fully remastered Oblivion in Unreal Engine. But I want them to go through there and streamline a little bit. Not like take quests out necessarily, but if you've ever played Oblivion, you know how grindy it can be at times. And honestly, I wouldn't care so much if they added the same kind of architecture for questing, and that you get an actual quest objective icon. Like, that would be nice. I know a lot of people had a problem with that when Skyrim came out, right? But my thing is, like, there are so many quests in Skyrim that if you are on your 847th playthrough and you can't quite recall where something is, having the damn quest icon, like the quest objective icon, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. All right, so we've got his helmet right there. It doesn't have any like really good value to it, other than it's a decent amount of armor for a helmet. That's it, really. And now we started a quest called Book Collecting, which, that's fine. We're not worried about that right now. I really wish I could get this arrow out of him, but no, my luck, if I did, he'd come back to life. Alright, so the other quest we have is to go kill some bandits. And we're not sure where that is yet, so we've got to read our little thingy. The bounty that we got from Falk Firebeard. Maybe that's Fort Snowhawk. I know one of these places is Fort Snowhawk. Alright, we need to go into our books. Bounty for bandits. There we go. By order of Elisabeth the Fair, to all able-bodied men and women of Hovingar, the Broken Ore Grotto. It's interesting because it did pop up on my map, although we haven't been there yet. It's way over here. It's right here, actually. The closest place is gonna be Rothvine Manor. Yes. Oh, we need to track that quest actually. Can I please get up this little tiny hump in the ground? Annoying. I thought I saw goatlings. Guess not. I thought I saw goats. I was gonna kill a goat. Those are my goats. Those are my goats. Be cool. You know what would be kind of cool is if I could actually sneak up on the goats and kill them like a sneak kill. That'd be kind of cool. All right, we got to get to the coast because it is going to be on the coast. I'm being very careful because if I'm not mistaken, around here are bandits. Unless I've already killed them, I think there's bandits. I might have already killed them. And being up on these rocks, they can't actually nav to you very well. Also making sure there's no, like, spiders or snow leopards, any of that kind of bullshit. So, again, I'm very curious as to Reeking Cave discovered. Oh! Okay, we discovered a new location. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us with the Oblivion remaster. Now, I do know that while Unreal Engine is an insanely good graphics engine, a lot of the times devs have a really hard time porting things to the Unreal Engine because while it is an insanely good graphics engine, and it is, no contest, like, you know, I'm not even gonna argue that, people have stated time and time again that there's also the situation where while it is a good graphics engine, it has its own bugs and problems as well. Apparently Avowed, you know, the game that is, it's in early release, not early release, early access, that's what I meant to say. It's in early access right now, but apparently the devs got to know that engine very, very well while building Avowed, and oh, dead bodies. Oh, dead bodies. So are those guys bad guys? Is that what's going on? They killed Vigilance of Stendarr? I'm gonna take his gauntlets, but no, I want his armor. But I don't want to, like, these guys, this is the thing. Vigilance are like the good guys. Now those also kind of looked like Vigilance of Stendarr, and if so, what did they kill around here? Wait, who is this? Durthal? Who's... Oh, they got in a fight with the Dawnguard. I kind of need this armor. I don't want to take... You know what? I can find Dawnguard armor at a later date. I'll take the hammer. Let's read this real quick. Am I but a tool to kill? A vampire hunter dressed in cold steel? Is this all that I am? Or do I have a purpose? Higher than any purpose? This purpose she gave me. Any order, oath, law are beneath it. Phalion of Morthal. People say he has the cure to vampirism. I hope it's true. No, it must be true. She must become human again. And once she does, she will grow under the sun, under my protection. Oh, he's got a child. That's the guy who was walking around with the child vampire. Oh no, is she dead? The Vigilants are on my trail. This group has a skilled tracker, it would seem. It's a matter of time before they found us. I must act. There's little time to think now. Tylette must never be disgraced by those Aedra fanatics. If she's safe, what else matters? If my plan fails, she will still be safe. Then so be it. She may not be cured, but no one will ever find her. Oh, so he put her somewhere. And then, I bet you, he got a kid, another kid, to walk around with him. His kids aren't killable, so I'm... Or maybe he just went after them. Yeah, because I don't see... No offense, I don't see any unalived vampire babies or children. But yeah, he either hid her and then used a decoy child, or he hid her and went after them. And if that's the case, I can actually get up, because those are Vigilants of Stendarr. They shouldn't attack me, because I'm just a lowly mortal. I don't see where they went. Oh, there they are. I'll pick flowers while I run after them. I'm close enough to where they should have aggroed by now if they were going to. Let's talk to them real quick.
You speak to a Vigilant of Stendarr.
Oh, he looks like a mouth-breathing neckbeard.
We will hunt you down very quickly if you must.
Ooh! This guy here is the tracker. This guy's the tracker. You have to have intelligence to be a tracker, and he's a freaking tracker. I don't know what this place is. I mean, no disrespect towards the Vigilance of Stendarr, because I will eventually, Shadow Green Cavern. Okay, so that is one of those, Spriggan caves, which we're not concerned with. We're looking for Broken Ore Grotto, which is literally on the coast. Alright, so we've got... seeing something like right there. I don't know what it is. What is this? Oh, it's a seashell. A large purple seashell. Okay. We'll take that. And we got some goodies here. We got a flute, a coin purse, a sack. I guess they were sitting on it. Empty wine bottle, and spiced wine. Okay. Alright, I see a rabbit hippity hopping around, but I don't see any enemies. We're getting close to our location. Broken Ore Grotto is like a bandit location, so it always is. What am I looking at right there? What is that? Oh, it's just a clam. It's just a clam. That's probably a rock, but I thought I saw it move. I didn't. Okay. It's just a rock. I'm concentrating real hard. I'm not even talking, really. I just realized I'm sitting here with my mouth wide open like, ooh, I hate people who do that. All right. There could be somebody around the corner here. Hope nothing in the barrel. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody. I don't know if this is like the real big one or if it's just like a simple cave. I can't recall. It's been so long since we played Skyrim, you guys. I took like a year off from it. Like I wasn't playing it off camera or anything. I think this is the one that's like really big. It's got like some sniping possibilities, which you guys know I'm all about the sniping. Also, it would make sense. I'm just gonna say this. It would make sense with all these boats here to have like a few crates, maybe a little handmade dock, something. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to get through this dungeon as quickly as possible. Ice, for some reason, has a really weird graphic situation going. I think I need to check my mods. I might not have the right mod for my my ice. Ooh. I shot him in his shield. I'm actually not gonna worry so much with taking everything from these guys. I'm gonna loot, like, loot. I'm not gonna grab apples. The one good thing about this location is, even though there's a lot of water, oh, he's got dragon bone arrows. He has no gold on him? But yeah, the one good location is, even though there's like a lot of water in this particular dungeon, there's no slaughterfish, which that's actually a rarity. Most dungeons that have like a lot of water that are like, I don't want to say aquatic, but have like a lot of water that you can swim around in and look around and on the floor, there's usually ooh, hello. There's usually slaughterfish. Bitch, get on the fucking barrel. Alright, so there's this is also a very interesting dungeon. I forgot about this, in that it uses dynamic lighting. You can, I hate the way that ice looks. If you're very careful, you can sneak around and snatch all the torches, thereby making it darker. And when you do that, you can actually sneak better. Now I've got my EMB set to where it's bright in these dungeons, so I can actually see what I'm doing. But the game is still operating on the assumption that it's dark. Gotcha. I'm so good with my bow and arrow. I love this. I love this weight. That looks a lot like slaughterfish. It's probably not. Every time I think it's a slaughterfish, it's just a regular big fish. Right, let's grab this torch. Now, before I leave, I'm going to drop all these torches off. Elsewhere. They honestly don't have anything I want. I'm trying to be quick and efficient with my time right now. I do want all this wine because I can sell it. I recently picked the perk where I can sell any object to any vendor as long as it's not stolen. We haven't gotten that far yet. could fish right here. I might do that actually at the end of the stream. We're actually, like, that's the end over there, but there's some caves over here we gotta go through, which we're about to. But yeah, we're already like halfway through. We're already halfway through. I'm gonna actually use my little silent roll thing. Wait, did I loot this stuff over here? I don't know if I did. I didn't. Just looking. Also, because this is one of those dynamically lit dungeons, I really like the idea that I can grab the... Oh, shit! Well, we did not mean to do that, did we? I kind of take it as like a personal quest to like... Salt piles. To grab as many, like, if not all of the torches. It's just one of those little, you know, like sometimes you enter like a dungeon or a level in a game and it's not part of the game, but you challenge yourself to do something. Alright, we went up that way. We're going this way now. That's iron, isn't it? Yes. So there's a little bit of ore in this cave. If we wanted to, we could mine it, but we're not. We're not so inclined or concerned. Oh, I thought this went like around or something. My bad. You know, there's one thing we haven't done is we actually have the quest to go investigate Avanchenzel, which is the quest for the ages, where you meet the spirit of Katria, and you at the end of it you find the Ethereum Forge, and you get either the crown, the staff, or the shield. We're gonna go through, wait. Okay, we got a person right there. I'm gonna see, yes. Bye! Into the water you go! Into the water you go! I love that. We'll be able to loot him later, because we will be investigating the water eventually. There's someone in here. Yeah, there's someone sleeping. And there's someone over there. I didn't wake that one up. That's how you know your sneak skill is getting better, when you don't wake up someone and you're that close to them. I mean, look at the material, mama. Look at the material. I'll take that warhammer, and I'll take this cabbage. That's my cabbage now. Ooh, lots of goodies here. Now that I can sell stuff of any type to anyone, as long as it's not stolen, I grab a lot more. Not like every little thing, like the basket and the tankard. I'm not worried about that, but like those pretty plates and bowls and stuff, yeah, those are mine. Those are mine. Actually, there's one right there. I think there's a person. There's gonna be a person. I could be wrong. I would appear to be wrong. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm grabbing those salt piles. I want someone to get inspired by JK. Romal, the one who makes JK Skyrim. And make a pass through like every freaking dungeon and soup up every dungeon. Now, tomorrow when I get home, I'm gonna hop on the game long enough to A, clean out my bags again, and B, as he stops moving. I see someone else moving over there. Oh, no! Oh wow, there's a whole. Oh wait. Oh, there he is. Oh, if he walks through that window again, I got his ass. But I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to kill him first. If I kill anyone else, it's a problem. Come on, Mr. Bandit Leader, come back around. I'm gonna be patient. I'll stay here for 5 minutes if I have to, running my mouth. I say I'll be patient. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Well. I'm just throwing arrows any which way I can. I mean, they know I'm here. I got one. Oh, he a-coming. I mean, I could just do this all day. I say that. Anybody else? Is there anybody else in here? I have just killed like 18 guys. I think there's gonna be one more guy, unless I'm wrong. I think there's still one guy over there where they have sent an army in. What's up, miss ya? Be careful, this place looks dangerous. Like Peter Pan taking on Captain Hook. Yeah, it's very, I want something like that in the next game. Now, the next game, what you got? Oh, okay. So you remember that thing that happened to you earlier, before your nap? Happened to me. Yeah, happened to me. Alright, so the way these guys are piled up, I can't give them dignity in order to get like any bit of loot. So I'm gonna have to just strip them down. I'm stripping them for parts. I hate that. I don't like taking their dignity. Even as bandits, they deserve their dignity. But I can't, because they're just so piled up. You know, I almost, hold on one second, guys. I almost last night got up while you were asleep and came down. I was gonna heat up some of that rice with some butter and some soy sauce. I almost did, but I was like, nah, I didn't want to. I wanted to because I was a little hungry. Cause give me 1 second, guys. Cause we didn't eat, you know. And you were in bed, and I was like, no. So I just went downstairs. That's when I got you some tea, and I got me a little glass. And I come back to bed, and then I laid there for a little bit, and then I finally fell asleep. Finally. Yeah, I went downstairs and turned the lights on. I checked to make sure the doors were locked. So, fun story, you guys. Joseph came home. I came home. No, yeah, Joseph came home. I was off yesterday. I don't know. Anyway, so he came home, and we had, what did we even have? Oh, we had the rest of our Joseph's mom brought us, hi Sue, brought us this delicious pork loin, and we had that with rice and steamed green beans, right? And it was delicious. It really was. We finished that. That was our lunch. And then about 3:30 or 4, I was just feeling so raggedy and run down. I told Joseph, I was like, I don't want to go to sleep, but why don't we just go lay down in the bedroom back there and put on the TV? And, you know, he was cold, so he was like, you know, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And I didn't fall asleep. I stayed awake till like 8 something. But I laid back there, and after about, Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. But after a while, I was like, I'm getting hungry. But it was like 8 something at night. Joseph was sleeping, and I didn't want to wake him, so I just went downstairs and checked the doors, made sure our porch lights and stuff were on. And then at work today, normally if I'm in a situation like that where I skip dinner, I'll get a little something. But I didn't. I just got a water, and which later I was like, I'm gonna sneak a Pepsi, and I didn't even finish it because I didn't want it. And I come home, and Joseph was like, do you want to eat? And actually, I'd gotten to the point where I was starting to feel a little nauseous and sick, so I was like, no, not yet. And so we laid down for a little while, and I actually took a nap for a good 2 hours. It was amazing. I loved it. I highly recommend naps. As an older person now, I highly recommend naps. When I was a kid, I couldn't stand them. But, woke up, and Joseph, the first thing he said was, do you want to eat something? And I was like, yeah, I really need to eat something before my stream, because I generally tend to, after I'm done with my stream, it's so late I have to go to bed that, like, I don't eat that late. So I was like, if I don't eat, I will have eaten literally almost nothing since the day before. So I was like, let's eat something. So he made us a little chicken voila. And it was good. But now he's eating that rice that I almost went downstairs and got last night.
So I can put that meat in the dishwasher.
I know, but of course you're gonna eat it anyway. I mean, it's good. You know, if you get like snackish in a little bit, like where you want something sweet, you know, I did buy you that cereal, that blueberry Special K. Joseph is a big fan of Special K. I feel like I'm missing something in here.
I like Cheerios.
I almost got you Cheerios because I had a couple of big things of Cheerios I was looking at, but I was like, I don't know. I know he'll eat Special K.
I had money that last time. This time I just bought plain. I figure we can get done if you feel so inclined. We can have a little slice of cheese.
Oh yeah, we're having cheesecake with the Golden Girls. Joseph made the most amazing cheese. I wish I took photos of it so I could put it on Blue Sky. But he also made from scratch like blueberry sauce. With fresh blueberries. As long as Joseph doesn't keep you up all night. Oh, he doesn't. Like he and I are both, like, when we lay down at night, we put on either it's rare that we put on the Golden Girls anymore, but because after a while your Roku will time out. But if you put it on like its live stations, it'll play all night. Which, to be fair, I'm not trying to be mean. Joseph knows I don't mean it mean. But, like, I don't have to have the TV on at night to go to bed. I can just turn it off and go to sleep. And every once in a while, what I'll do is, if he's not home, sometimes I'll lay down after lunch or something. I don't know if I looted that guy over there. I'll lay down and just turn the TV and stuff off, and I'll shut the blinds and stuff, and just... It's so silent and quiet during the day. It's really awesome. I love it. I love it. I live for those moments. It's not often I get to do that, and that's not aimed at Joseph. It's just we have busy lives, and we live in a busy area, and it's usually, like, busy.
Usually we don't have the TV on to drown it out. You hear ambulance, police, fire trucks. That wakes me up.
We live on the street that the hospital is on. It's a ways down the road. It's about a good, half a mile or so down the road? But we also live on an extremely busy corner, like, it's almost like Main Street, basically. And so we get a lot of sirens, we get a lot of ambulances, we get a lot of fire trucks, we get wrecks right outside our window sometimes. I would say that I'm getting the rest I need. I would say that, but last night I didn't sleep so great. And again, that's not Joseph's fault. Sometimes my brain just doesn't know when to, like, shut off. That's my fault. Well, really, it's my bio mom's fault. She had me with these genetics. Okay, so over here. We're not going to need our boat for a little while anyway. I'm grabbing everything I can right now. Okay, so over here in the water, we have to go around. I don't like being in the water, but it is what it is. There is a chest here. And we got the key to it from killing the bandit guy. And there's nothing in here. Now, I believe the loot in this chest, like a lot of chests, is RNG based, so sometimes you can get really good loot and other times not so good. But I want to be like, I don't think there are any slaughterfish in here, but there are fish on the bottom. I want to call it ocean floor. It's cave floor. That's one of the things about having ADHD is sometimes I get really, really bad bouts of insomnia. See, this is what I thought was a slaughterfish. It's just a dire fish. I don't think there are any slaughterfish in here. Watch me say that and start getting attacked. There's a lot of these little fish, and I believe there's a few skeletons in the water as well that we can loot, and I believe there's one more chest as well. I could be wrong about the one more chest. And again, while I'm running around in God mode so I don't run out of air or stamina, if you're going to spend this much time in the water, you guys, you need to go back up to the surface to breathe, or possibly run around with a potion of water breathing. That is a little handy. I could have been wrong, but I could have sworn there was a chest or something in this area. Oh, there's a skeleton. Yep, and there's the chest. Cracked skeleton. That scroll's worth some gold, some doubloons, some shekels, some loony. By the way, Missia, wait, are quite the expert. Well, this is actually one of my favorite dungeons. I like the unique dungeons. You don't have too many unique dungeons, and so the unique ones I really remember because I've run them so many times. I've got like 2,000 hours total in Skyrim. That sounds like an alarming amount, but you gotta think the game's been out for 84 years or some shit. So like, it's entirely possible for a lot of folks to have that many hours. And believe it or not, there's some folks who have a lot more time in Skyrim. I need to sit down one day and do a full playthrough of the original Skyrim as well. Sorry about the way my ice looks. It looks fucking ridiculous. I don't know why it does that. I've got to check and see if I have a mod conflict. It doesn't look. It looks weird. It looks trippy as hell. All right, so we did 2 quests in an hour and 40 minutes. I'm really proud of that because this one was kind of convoluted. We actually did. Okay, we got Nostra's helmet we gotta bring back. Excuse me. And I think we did ask Orion about the hidden room. We've got to go back tomorrow and it will have been cleaned up really nice and pretty. Alright, so let's run back to Solitude. Almost at Skyrim. Let's run back to Solitude. I cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby. I just saw something right there. I mean, it's got to be a slaughterfish. It's the only thing for miles, probably. I mean, I don't even see horkers or crabs or anything else, but I thought I saw something poke its head up. Horker. Did I say Hawker? I meant to say Horker. Sorry. Unless I'm being stalked by an invisible member of the Dark Brotherhood. Alright. I moved a ways a little bit, and I'm in sneak mode, and apparently nothing sees me, so let's see if... Got him! Oh, I you know what? At the expense of screwing myself over, today, guys, has been a good stream. I don't want to jinx it, but today has been a good stream. Alright, let's try fast traveling now. Yeah, okay, we can fast travel now. It must have been a slaughterfish. Alright, let's go turn this in. This was just a bounty, so I don't know who I'm supposed to... I don't know if I turn it into Falk or Elisif, but either way. And then we're going to give Noster his helmet, and also we'll be able to make a replica of that helmet and place it on display. Yeah, we turn it into Falk.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
How's my... Okay, Monsieur, can you answer me a question? How is my game audio? I turned it up a little bit because everyone was saying that they couldn't hear the music, and it was kind of muted sounding. I know it's quieter than my microphone, but are you able to hear it okay?
Hello, friend. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward.
100 gold? That's it? And that's the only quest he had for me.
Friend.
It's not too bad. Oh, I can turn it up if you need me to. I actually, I've watched, it's mild. I'd rather it be medium. Mildium. Oh wait, what door is this? What door is this? This goes into the Blue Palace as well? Okay, so we're gonna check this door out after we, talk to Noster. Oh, Morrigail 121, I think, was the name of the person who a couple of days ago, I meant to answer this question. Morrigail 121 sent me a question saying, why don't I pick all the flowers and stuff in the cities? It's free alchemy. It is free alchemy. It is 100%. I agree with you. And I used to always do that. I used to run around picking every flower for the free alchemy experience and ingredients. But now I don't, because alchemy ingredients are so abundant in the world. And you really do spend most of your time out in the world and in caves and in dungeons and, you know, on other islands and whatnot, that I try to leave the plant life, and I've talked about this before, I try to leave the alchemy ingredients alone in cities, inside cities. I'll pick the flowers outside Whiterun or outside Windhelm or whatnot, but inside the city I leave them because in my head canon those were planted by the denizens of the people who live there, and it makes the place look more lived in and pretty than like when you pick them all. They do respawn after a time, but like it makes the place look more lived in and more natural than just a bunch of like green bushes. I do a lot of role playing, and I didn't even realize I was doing this for the longest time. And not just in Skyrim, but in Fallout, there are certain little quirky habits I do that like are very role play centric. In World of Warcraft, for instance, let me go ahead and turn this question. Well, yeah, let's turn the question and then I'll talk about it because we only have a handful of minutes anyway.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
I'm peeking through the bushes like a pervert. I found your helmet.
Look at it. That's real Nord craftsmanship, that is. Let me show you an old trick I learned as a scout. Makes it harder for the enemy to notice you.
Sneak skill. Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Now, see, that's the thing about all of the Bethesda games, all of the Elder Scrolls games, and I was gonna say Bethesda, but all of the Fallout games as well, not just the Bethesda ones, but you can role play to your heart's content. The game is designed with that in mind. Beerend is still out here. I wonder if he has any lockpicks.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear them.
Oh, it's after hours, so he won't sell to me right now. Okay, so what I was saying was, I do this thing where, hello, Lunamoth. I'm tempted to pick you, but I'm not going to. I kind of roleplay my characters, like, for instance, in World of Warcraft. Or actually any MMO of that kind, like World of Warcraft, or ESO, or Star Trek Online. I do this thing where, like, when you play a character, you're locked into a class, and each class generally has several specs that you can spec into, right? In World of Warcraft, it's usually 3, but there's a few classes that have 4. I only play 1. Now, if I'm running through Legion content, and I know some of you guys don't play WoW, so you're not going to really understand what I'm saying, so just fast forward, but in Legion content, part of the campaign is to unlock all of the artifact weapons for all the specs in a class. And I will go through that. I will do those quests, but as soon as I get those artifact weapons, I put them in my bank and I forget about them, and I stick to my my spec that I want to play on that particular class. Like, for instance, a Fury Warrior. Their artifact weapon is the War Swords of the Valazar, and you get them. I honestly forget where. I think you have to fight Idgrim, something like that. Yidgrim. Anyway, you have to fight this guy. You get the War Swords, and then you go back to your. Saw a strong PvP streamer play Skyrim. He went systematically through a very competitive game at the indie. Said to him, "You have failed. You have totally missed the point of Skyrim." I'll speak to that in a second. But like, my thing is like, and some people it works well for them, but for my own way of playing, and part of it is probably my ADHD, I would suck at playing my class if I was constantly hopping between specs. And so whenever I make a character, I unconsciously make the agreement in my head, this is how I'm going to play this character. I'm going to play a Fury Warrior, or an Arcane Mage, or a Brewmaster Monk, or a Unholy Death Knight, like a specific class, or a specific spec of a class. I don't think to myself, I'm just going to play a warrior and play all 3 styles. Because part of playing your character is you develop a muscle memory for their abilities on their hotbar, right? And you build this headcanon as you level your character. You go along the ride with them, and you build this entire fantasy up in your head of this particular character. Like, this particular character is, his name is, I have a warrior, his name is Odin. He's a battle lord. He's a Fury Warrior. He has gone through this expansion, and he's had these experiences, and he's this person. I build this entire lore fantasy in my head for this particular character. Sorry, I'm scratching my leg. And if I suddenly switch specs, and I have to grab new weapons, I have to relearn an entire rotation after I've gone through the leveling experience, it breaks all of that. It makes the character feel broken and unplayable. Now, I have multiple Fury Warriors, but between the expansions I level them through and the different talents I pick for each one, like for instance, my main Fury Warrior, she has a specific set of talents, but Odin has a completely different set of talents because I wanted to try out those talents on him. So while they are both Fury Warriors, they're completely different in how I play them and approach fights and whatnot. So yeah. But in Skyrim, of course, you can play any way you want, but we all know everyone plays Skyrim as a stealth archer. everyone plays Skyrim. They'll start off every time like, I'm gonna play a mage build, or I'm gonna play a tank build, or I'm gonna be a jack of all trades. No, we are all going to be stealth archers by the end of the campaign. We all know the game is not built to skew you that way. It's built to play it any way you want, but stealth archer builds are so fun that everyone just kind of leans towards it. You did a orc first. I would say you're someone who is a Skyrim expert. Of course, the game is for everyone. What's crazy is like I have a playstyle of stealth archer and then sword fighting, but like there are some people who are masters at really dark brotherhood stuff, or masters of the werewolf class or the vampire class. There are people who are master mages and can literally like parkour every bit of the game into their playstyle, and it looks phenomenal, like phenomenal the way they play the game. I'm an expert at playing how I play. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but I'm saying it's led to some very fun and funny moments. Mainly a stealth archer. Yeah. But what you were saying was earlier about the strong PvP. The strong PvP player playing Skyrim.
Merely being enchanted, an otherwise normal object can withstand the.
Let me shut him up for a second. In MMOs, I don't play any PvP content. You guys know I don't like playing with other people in games. Like, I love talking to you guys. I love hanging out and you know, conversating and explaining things and just having a blast. But in terms of group content, I shudder at the thought. I shudder at the thought. Oh, I'll have a panic attack thinking about it. But and then PvP is worse because you're not just playing with other people, which is a nightmare for me. You're playing against other people who are, I don't want to say arguably better, but people who PvP, generally that's all they do. And because I don't ever PvP, I'm going to be bad at it. And I refuse to play a game and pay my real life money for something and hate it. It's bad enough paying my real life money for my cable and hating it. You know, like I don't want to pay real life money for something that's supposed to be fun and hating it. And so I don't PvP. And that's the other part of my point, and this is for everybody. There's no right or wrong way to play any game you own or any game you subscribe to. If you own it, play it however you want. It's not hurting anyone. Even if you play it in such a manner that it makes no sense for anyone else in the world, it's not harming anyone, and you're having fun doing it, and you're not doing anything bad. You're not like hacking a government database or making bomb threats or hurting children or, you know, harming animals. You're just playing a video game. In MMOs now, as long as what you're doing is not harming anyone or the game experience or causing you to have an upper hand over everyone else, like through like botting or exploits or whatnot, if you're paying $15 a month or whatever you pay, because some games are higher and some are lower, but if you're paying X amount a month to play the game and all you want to do is PvP, then all you need to do is PvP. That's good for you. Or if all you want to do is craft and make money in the auction house, then you're playing the game right because it's how you want to play it. You pay your fee to play it, and you're not harming anyone. I don't ever subscribe to the belief that someone's playing the game wrong. No, don't get me wrong. Eric hops on here all the time. He's like, "You're playing the game wrong." He's doing that. He's just doing that to be funny. I'm not talking shit about him or anyone for that matter. When someone says that to me in jest, it just cracks me up because it's just a running joke. It's just a gag. It's a bit we do. But like for someone in like World of Warcraft to be like, "You should do this. You should PvP, or you should group up into," I'm like, I should do nothing. I should not. I should log out until you leave the game. Like that's what I should do. Like, I can't stand for someone to tell me, "Oh, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need..." I have 3 unos, dos, tres paid World of Warcraft accounts. I'll explain why in a minute. But I have 3 accounts. That's $45 every month I pay to play that game. $45 a month. Shut up, Joseph. He said nothing. He hadn't looked up from his phone, but I can feel it because we're psychically connected. Shut up. Stop making that face. Joseph. He's aggravating me now. But like, I pay that much money to play the game however I want. And I literally just play the game as a solo experience. And for the longest time, everyone wanted to, like, not everyone, my guildies understand who I am because I've been with them for so long, but people who don't know me so well, or people who watch my channel once or twice, you know, unlike you, Monsieur, or Eric, or someone else, they're always like, you're doing that wrong. It's an MMO. It's built to be played with other people. It is built to be played with other people, but it's also built to not. If it wasn't, the devs wouldn't spend so much time building such an immersive world, an expansive world, a detailed world with lots of secrets to find that don't require any help but your brain. That's it. And now I have the best argument ever. If it wasn't meant to be explored solo, they would never have added follower dungeons. They would have never added delves. They would have never added so many different ways for you to play the game solo. They would have never added war banks. Or war bands features rather. They never would have added like so many different ways to play the game. And they're adding more new ways to play the game. Plunder Storm is back. It's been running for a while. And every time they bring it back, it's going to be a little different. They're also going to be bringing back another remix event, and it looks like Legion, which I'm thrilled about, because here's the thing. Here's the thing about Legion. One of the best features of Legion was the artifact abilities, you know? And if we're going back to Legion in a remix event, they can give us artifact weapons again, but instead of like the original artifact abilities, do like they did in the Pandaria remix event, where we had borrowed abilities and borrowed power, and just put that on the artifact weapons. Okay, this really took a turn. ADHD brain. But World of Warcraft is, in my opinion, a pure MMO, but that's not all it is. It's evolving, and it's still evolving, and I really appreciate the fact that the people who are still like are at the helm and have been at the helm for a long time have decided that, you know what, we have millions of players, but a lot of those players are older now and they have less time, and they've done a lot to curb as much toxicity in the game as possible, but by creating these fail-safes for someone like me, they've also created it so you can have a similar experience as everyone else just by yourself. And for some, people will turn around and be like, oh, that sounds like a punishment. No, for me, it's a reward for all my years of loyal service and payment. Like, now they've added a story mode to specific dungeons and raids. Like, you can still run dungeons as regular dungeons or follower dungeons. Same with raids. They don't have follower raids, although I wish they would. They have something similar. It's called story mode, where you go to the final boss with a team of like 10 NPC followers, and you just take down the boss. You don't get any loot, but you get the story and the cinematics. And honestly, that's why I would run those dungeons. The loot's cool too, but it's the story of the War Within that I'm really loving. So I love that they've added that as well. I forgot about that till just now.
Of time, much more than their mundane counterparts.
Okay, so we need to find the, I think this is it, replica workbench. I can make a replica of Nostra's helmet, and I don't actually need to make a replica of the Warhorn because I have it. I do need to make a replica of the Golden Claw and the Dragonstone and Amaran's family sword. Those can all be placed on display. Unfortunately, all of my crafting materials are currently in Proudspire Manor, so we gotta go to Proudspire Manor. Actually, we don't. It's been 2 hours, and Joseph and I have to run downstairs and grab cheesecake. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna park it here, guys. save. I just noticed the time. I ran my mouth. I'm not trying to load, I'm trying to save. There we go. Oh, I have show notes I'm going to talk to you guys about real quick. Two things. And the first one is actually still about WoW. Have a nice bit of cake. Oh, I can't wait. It's so good, you guys. It is so good. Oh my God. Joseph makes, I don't know if I told you guys this or not. I think I did, but I'm going to repeat it. Joseph got this recipe from, it's the guy who originally made the cheesecake and actually all the food that they ate in scenes for the Golden Girls show. What's his name?
George Geary.
George Geary. I keep forgetting that. It's GG, like Golden Girls, George Geary. He was the actual chef on the show who made not just the cheesecakes, but all the food they were always eating and whatnot. After he retired, he put out a cookbook with like all the foods and stuff, and Joseph got the recipe for cheesecake, for his cheesecake, the Golden Girls cheesecake. It is so good, you guys. Oh my God, it's so good. So anyway, the two things I wanted to talk about, I have my little show notes here on a sticky pad. 11.1 releases February 25th on World of Warcraft. And so if you guys have not taken your characters to the Siren Isle, now's the time to do it. Every bit of the content is unlocked, if I'm not mistaken. There's no time gating. You can get your ring and you can upgrade it to max level in like a day. The story there is very interesting. There's some actual lore there. The dailies there are kind of cool, actually. You'll do a handful of dailies. As soon as you get to Siren Isle, you get this little bar that you have to fill, and you fill it by doing the events and the dailies. The events are like world events there. You'll go to an area and it'll automatically start. There'll be like a boss in a cave somewhere. Now, you can't solo these things. It's going to be a party of people helping you. It's the only time I do group content. But you don't have to party up with them. You can just run down in the cave and help everyone kill this massive boss. I'm trying to think if there's anything. And then there are some actual dailies. And they're rotating dailies, so different days you'll have different dailies. They're fun to do. They're actually fun to do. And there is actually flight on the Isle. When you first get there, there isn't, because the winds are so powerful on this Isle or something. But after about 5 or 10 quests, you'll have unlocked flight. Now, I have static flight, so I can just hover in midair if I want. But there's still people who are around dragon riding and whatnot, which is fine. That works. That's fine. They call it dynamic flight, but I'm going to call it dragon riding till the day I die, which might be tomorrow. The other thing I was going to tell you guys, there's quite a few things coming in 11.1. It's the Undermine patch. We're going to get a whole nother world space. They're implementing another vehicle mechanic. It's literally called Drive. Now, you can use your ground mounts. I don't know if there's flight yet there, but you can use your ground mounts, and there is a preview of player housing. You get a little apartment. There's some questing behind it. The quest is pretty good. I don't want to spoil it for too much for too many people, but yeah, you should definitely if you're not quite caught up on at least a couple of tunes, now's the time to do it. Also, one cool thing about Siren Isle is while you're running around doing stuff, there are quest rewards that are Warbound level 587 gear. And then you can also loot 587 gear from just rando mobs. You can get them from the world bosses and the rares that pop up. There's a lot of stuff. I would say that Siren Isle is smaller, in my opinion, than Mechagon. It's like maybe a third the size of Nazjatar. But there's a lot crammed in there. Like a lot crammed in there. So it's definitely worth a look. I just got a bunch of tunes to level 80 in the last couple of weeks, and I haven't taken any of them to Siren Isle, which I'm about to do. So tomorrow when I get home from work and Sunday is going to be all about getting some tunes to Siren Isle, getting a bunch of gear. The ring, the legendary ring, is really nice because every time you upgrade it through certain quests, and that's how you upgrade it. You don't have to like farm a bunch of stuff and then go to like a piece of machinery and do it once a week. You did do it once a week, I believe, but you did it by doing just the quest line. And every time you hit a milestone quest, you upgrade your ring. And every time you do, its enhancements get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it also has, I think, 3 sockets. It's very similar to the way you did gemstones in the Pandaria remix. Everything they do, you guys, everything they do is an experiment. It is an experiment. So something we do in a expansion now, at a later date, like in the next expansion or the one after, it's usually 2 expansions after. But everything that you do, every new system that they implement, that's an experiment. And then 2 expansions later, they'll have a new version of it, much more refined. So yeah, I love it. And actually the gems, you can take them back out of the ring without destroying them and replace them with other ones. And they're warbound. So you can throw them in your war bank, the gems. And you can give them to other toons who may not have as good luck getting the gemstones, because those drop kind of randomly. But the abilities of these gems, you guys, oh my god. Some of them are situational, some of them are utilitarian, and some are just flavor. Oh my god, you guys. I put it off for so long, and then I finally did it on my main toon, and now I'm like, I gotta take all my toons to this place. Okay, so the other thing that I was going to tell you guys about is Skyrim related. There's a new, like, really big mod coming for Skyrim. It's called the Whalestone Isles. It's in an early alpha stage right now, and you can only get it, if I'm not mistaken, from a specific Discord. I don't have the Discord stuff because I don't have Discord. But it's for PC only, and it's going to be like a DLC size quest mod. It's going to introduce a whole new world space with a whole bunch of stuff to do, like factions and people and quests and dungeons. And apparently the person who made this mod had not just let's make a mod for Skyrim, but apparently a lot of people are saying it feels like Skyrim itself, like it should have already been a part of the game itself. So I'm gonna be trying that one out because I love Skyrim. Anyway, thank you guys so very much. I had so much fun tonight. This was a great stream. Nothing went wrong today. Nothing went wrong today. I think it was the power of the pink. It was the power of the pink Trixie and Katya shirt. That's what it was. Thank you, Miss Slocum, for wearing that shirt. She was a lifesaver because the last 2 or 3 streams have been just fiascos. Anyway, if you guys like my content and you'd like to see more of it, please consider going to my YouTube channel or my TikTok channel or my Blue Sky. I'm getting a lot better about updating all of those. So thank you guys so much for tonight. And I will see you guys on Monday at 4 o'clock where we will continue our funsies, fails, and shenanigans in Tamriel's Northern